In a quaint little village, there lived a lovely little girl. She was merry and bright, and everybody in the village adored her. Her mother loved her very much, and she was her grandma's favourite too. Grandma made a fine riding hood in red for her darling granddaughter. The little girl wore it every day. Not surprisingly, everybody started calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, Red Riding Hood saw that her mother was baking.
Mother, are those pies you're making today?
Red Riding Hood asked eagerly.
Yes, my dear. Grandma isn't feeling well, and I want you to take this basket with a pie and a pot of butter for her,
said her mother.
Oh, I'll go at once. Poor Grandma,
said Red Riding Hood. So she set off immediately, wearing her bright red hood and carrying the basket carefully.
My dear, your grandmother is ill. Go and see how she's doing.
I will. Shall we make her favourite pie?
Great idea. She'll like that.
Will you help me make the pie for my grandmother?
To make the pie dough, add together flour, eggs, butter, sugar and milk in a bowl. Use a whisk to mix all the ingredients thoroughly. Our dough is ready. Now use a rolling pin to roll the dough out. Great! Now we need to put a filling into it. Grandmother loves pies with a raspberry jam filling. Now it's time to shape the pie. Let's make it round. Thanks for your help. Now all we need to do is put the pie in the oven. You must be careful in the forest, my darling.
OK, Mum.
Red Riding Hood's grandma lived in the next village, and the easiest way to get there was to take a shortcut through the woods. But in the woods there lived a wicked wolf. He saw Red Riding Hood coming his way and licked his lips as he made up his mind to eat her. Thud, thud. The wolf heard the sound of a woodcutter chopping wood in the distance and was too scared to hurt Red Riding Hood just there. So the wolf waved to her merrily and said,
"Hello, child. Where are you going on this lovely day?"
Nobody had told Red Riding Hood that a wolf is a dangerous beast. She stopped walking and told the wolf,
I'm going to see my grandma in the village. I'm taking a pie and a pot of butter for her.
How sweet! Where does your grandma live, little girl?
asked the wolf.
She lives beyond the forest, in the house near the mill,
said Red Riding Hood.
Oh, I see. Would your grandma like some flowers? Or how about some berries? You can pick both if you go by that path,
the wolf said politely. Then he ran as quickly as he could to the house. Red Riding Hood spent some time picking flowers and berries, chasing after butterflies, and running after squirrels.
I must go to Grandma's house now,
thought Red Riding Hood. She picked up the basket and set off.
What a wonderful day. The sun is shining and the birds are singing. I like to listen to them and guess which bird is singing. Do you want to try? Can you hear? What bird makes this sound? That's right, the owl is hooting. Owls usually sleep by day and hunt by night. I hear another bird. Which one is that? Yes, the crow is cawing. These clever birds can be taught to speak and even count up to 5. That's another bird. Which bird makes this sound? Good job. It's a sparrow chirping nearby. These birds have very short legs and sometimes hop along the ground in search of food. It won't be hard to guess this bird. Yes, it's a cuckoo. They don't build nests. Instead, they leave their eggs in other birds' nests. What noise is that?
Good day, girl. Where are you going all alone?
Hello, Wolf. I'm going to see my grandmother. She is ill. I'm taking her a pie and a pot of butter.
You know, if you take that path, you can gather a basket of flowers and ripe berries. Your grandmother will be happy.
Thank you, Wolf. They will do her good and she'll soon get better. We'll pick raspberries and cranberries. They help to fight colds and flu. And let's pick a bunch of flowers. This is a raspberry. This is a cranberry. These are daisies. These are bellflowers. We have gathered ripe berries and fragrant flowers. Now we need to hurry up to visit my grandmother.
In the meantime, the wolf had reached the village and found Grandma's house. He knocked at the door. Blim, blam.
Who is it?
A frail voice asked. The wolf said in a sweet voice,
Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. Mother has sent a pie and some butter for you.
Oh, my little darling. Pull the rope to open the door and come in. It's been such a long time.
Grandma called back. The wolf rubbed his hands in delight. He hadn't eaten in 3 days, and he was very hungry. He pulled the rope and opened the door. In a second, he jumped onto the bed and gobbled up Grandma whole.
So many leaves to pick up. I should pick them up, but I don't feel well. Will you help me? Great! It would be nice to fix the door. You need to find a door hinge and a handle. Thank you very much. I couldn't cope without your help.
While Little Red Riding Hood is gathering flowers, I have come to the grandmother's house. Now I need to get inside. How should I introduce myself?
Who is there?
It's me, the baker. I brought you some fresh bread.
Thank you, but I have enough bread. Who is there?
It's me, the milkman. I'm delivering some fresh milk to you.
Thank you, my dear, but I took some milk yesterday. Who is there?
It's me, the woodsman. I brought you some firewood.
Oh, thank you. Put it behind the house, please.
Nothing works. I'll pretend to be Little Red Riding Hood, and she will open the door.
Who is there?
Grandma, it's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I have brought you a pie and a pot of butter.
Oh, my dear, it's so nice that you came to see me. Pull the string and the door will open.
The wolf wanted to eat Red Riding Hood as well, so he got into Grandma's bed, draped the blanket over him, and waited. Blim, blam.
Who is it?
The wolf called out, gruffly.
It's me, Red Riding Hood. I've brought a pie and a pot of butter for you. Why is your voice so hoarse, Grandma?
The little girl called out.
It's nothing. I just have a bad cold. Come in, darling. The door is open.
The wolf replied. Red Riding Hood flung the door open.
Come, sit beside me. I'd love to listen to your merry chatter,
said the wolf. Red Riding Hood sat beside the wolf.
Grandma, what big arms you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
But Grandma, your legs are big too.
All the better to run with, my child.
Your ears, Grandma, why are they so large?
All the better to hear with, my child.
Grandma, I don't remember your eyes being so big.
All the better to see you with, my child.
But Grandma, your teeth, they're so big and sharp.
All the better to eat you up.
Red Riding Hood screamed, but the wolf pounced on her and swallowed her up. It rubbed its tummy in satisfaction, but at that moment the door opened. A woodcutter looked inside.
I heard a little girl scream,
said the woodcutter. Then he saw the wolf's bulging tummy and caught the wicked creature by the tail. Boom! Bang! He cut the wolf's stomach open. Out jumped Red Riding Hood first. Then Grandma came out, looking dazed. They were so glad to be free and hugged each other hard. And they didn't forget to thank the brave woodcutter either.
Good day, Grandma. Mum has sent you a pie and a pot of butter, and I have picked fresh berries for you.
Hello, my dear. Thank you for the goodies.
Oh, Grandma, what has happened? You look strange. Grandma, what big ears you have.
All the better to hear you with, my dear.
Grandma, what big arms you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
Grandma, what big eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Grandma, what big teeth you have.
All the better to eat you with, girl. Ha!
Ah, help!
It seems someone has called for help. Help me to get to that White House. Thank you. I'm here. Who is calling for help?
Save us!
I see what's happening here. Just you wait. I will catch you. Ow!
Oh, thank you, Woodsman. You saved us.
He won't hurt you anymore.
The wolf turned out to be evil and cruel. Now I know to be more careful and never talk to strangers.